I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MiniMax crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet, with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on out the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet, with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on out the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet, with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on out the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty that made me the check. 2 second gadgets, the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's hard not to see.
I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty that made me the check. 2 second gadgets, the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's hard not to see.
I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty that made me the check. 2 second gadgets, the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's hard not to see.
I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty that made me the check. 2-second gadgets, the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on at the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty that made me the check. 2-second gadgets, the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on at the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty that made me the check. 2-second gadgets, the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'm
All right. What's going on, Mini Army? How's everyone doing out there?
Mini Army?
Yeah, Mini Army. The Army is strong,
we got rid
man.
of squad.
Oh,
Was it
now
Mini
it's
Squad?
Mini Army.
I can't
It used to be
remember.
it used to be squad.
I think I was under the weather at
Yeah,
that
the squad
point.
seems a little too. We got an army. We got an entire army.
I feel like I'm on the end of the table.
I had to move over
you
because
just
the
wanna
last
be
AMA,
closer to
you know, all I got was the whole time.
You guys are hilarious. What's going on, Mini Army? How's everyone doing out there? Hope everyone is doing well. Everyone's staying safe. I'm Devin, our CCO here with Dev Team 6. I have to me on my right, your left, our CTO, Eric. Eric, tell everyone hello.
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
And I have with me on my left our CEO, Bill. Bill.
Hello, Mini Army.
There we are. Mini Army, a lot of things going on. Community, very vibrant. A lot of things going on out there. So I know we were in.
Where are all the names in red?
I know. YouTube.
I
It
think-
looks angry.
Listen, I think Justin saw our red shirts, and
Now I feel left out. No one told me it was Red Shirt Day.
Well, the
Red
memo
Day-
came
Red
out.
Wednesday.
You might not have been here when the memo came out.
Probably
we need
not.
a green shirt.
Red Shirt Wednesday.
Red
Shirt
we need a
Wednesday.
We need a green shirt because
All right.
it's only
We're going-
green. It's only green candles around here, not red. So.
Yeah, but green would make you invisible to the back.
That would. You'd be
I
see-through.
don't know if that'd
It
be a
would be
bad
kind
thing.
of fun, though.
It would
That'd be pretty
would
cool.
be
Pretty cool.
Kind of
See
cool.
right through. Anyways,
All right, you ready?
without further
Ready.
ado,
Let's do
let's
it.
get
I'm
rocking
ready.
and rolling. I'm ready.
Oh, you have stuff to do.
Let's
What
go.
is this?
Hey, you don't get this information.
What
this
is
This is
this?
secret. This is information only Jared and I get access
I
to.
get confidential
Sorry,
information.
Jared. I know you're out
showing
there. I
up
hope
around
everyone's
the
doing
table.
well. Hello, Jared.
Jared.
Jared's so
Jared.
awesome.
Jared,
anyways,
we'll talk later, Jared.
That's right.
so
we
we'll,
need to talk about this.
So I'll go through our mini champions here. First and foremost, I have Sap. Zier has a note here, super active in the chat. Keeps up a good vibe always. So Sap,
Right on, Sam.
Job, Sap.
awesome job there. Next, I have Go Shield with the $sign and the number 1. And their name is at Go$1 is legend. Jared has a note here, always keeps the
Legendary.
chat engaged with content and tweets and always gives likes and retweets. So
Amen.
Go
Right.
Shield.
Yeah,
You go shill.
let's go shill.
Keep shilling
With the
out there.
$sign.
Next, I have
Dollar shill.
Dollar shill.
Dollar Shield. Thai Dollar Shield.
I like that.
Next, I have Trong An. Jared has a note here. As we are a global community, yes, we are. Trong has been very helpful in our Vietnam community, translating and providing updates to the community. Thank you so much, Trong.
Right.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. With all of our communities out there, as this says, as Jared said, we are global. So we are all around the world. Mini mod of the week. Our mini mod of the week is Tipu. Tipu has always been super. Has
Deepu.
always been super supportive in both
Right
chat
on.
and Force of TG for a while now. Gets out a ton of tweets daily from MiniDOGE.
There you go, Tipu.
Also, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys, your activity in the community, everything that you do on every social platform, we do see it. We do recognize it. And this is our recognition to you. So we appreciate it. Thank you all so much, as we thank every single one of our holders out there. So make sure if you do have an AMA questions, which we'll get into here in a second, make sure you guys do submit a question on our AMA question form. That goes around every day. And we answer those questions on the AMA following. So as you all know, we will be going to a new AMA schedule. So we have a video AMA this week. Next week will not be an AMA. We'll have a video AMA the following week, and we will not, so on and so forth. We'll alternate it. Between those times, we will be more active in the community, whether it be voice chat, whether it be messaging, whatever the case may be. But just keeping a pulse on all of our communities, showing our support, showing our faces and everything that we are doing. So we're very excited about that. So make sure you guys are aware of that and everything. And aside from that, anything else? Anything you guys have from CEO?
No,
CTO?
yeah, Dojax is obviously near and dear to a lot of people's hearts right now. It is actually very near and dear to ours. I do want to give a couple updates on Dojax really quickly before we get into these awesome questions that you guys have sent in. So first and foremost with Dojax, we are ready. Actually,
We are ready.
we tested the staking. We've tested all the pieces. We've made sure everything's worked. And we feel very confident that we're ready right now. The treasure token that you will stake your MiniDOGE to earn. There will also be some other available options for you guys to utilize while you're in there. So you guys will see that come out here when we release the platform. Treasure token is already staked. It is already out. I believe it maybe comes out around 10 cents, 11 cents or so per treasure token that is available. So we've staked the liquidity, and that was the last piece of us going live with Dojax. So Tommy is going to be dropping the platform live to the public here soon. We could happen this evening. It could happen early tomorrow, but we don't anticipate it happening any further past tomorrow as an opportunity for us to get it out there live to the community. There is obviously, it is the reunion of Doge. So when you go in there, you're going to see all the Doge tokens as available options in the list. You're going to see some really cool staking options and some really cool pool options as well for you guys to utilize within the system itself. But we are very excited about it. The last thing we needed to do was obviously stake that liquidity for the treasure token, which Tommy just informed me before I came in here to do the AMA that he has completed. Unfortunately, Tommy has not eaten in 4 days, so he he has actually taken a break finally. He's been glued to his chair to make sure Dojax was working and testing and checking staking and checking everything was accurate. So he is left for now to go home and make dinner and eat something. He is going to arrive back at the office. And those of you that are wondering, it is 6:30 at night here in Arizona. So he is going to run home, eat dinner. He's going to see his wife for the first time in 4 days. And then he is going to make his way back here to Dev Team 6 headquarters to get everything wrapped up. And he does mention that he wants to potentially drop this as a banger on top of people's heads in the middle of the night. So I don't know what to expect. A lot of it is predicated on Tommy at this point, because we did Dojax internally. We did work very hard as a team. Tommy, lots of credit to Tommy and Eric. And one of our other devs, we'll go with EL. L is definitely just an awesome piece to the team, and so we are going to, between L and Tommy later this evening, I know that they'll have it ready, and it should be intermittently dropped here.
We'll see how the rollout goes. Yeah.
It should be something that we announce, but you guys will see it live here shortly. So we're very excited about that news. That leads me into some questions. So let's get you guys some questions. Let's do some answers. Answers will be as best as we can answer these questions. First and foremost, we've got, I know we don't talk dates or roadmaps, but what are your DT6 targets for 1, 3, 5 years ahead? I don't know if this is DT6 targets for MiniDOGE, which I assume that's what this means. Obviously, the targets are pretty clear. Dev Team 6 intentionally is trying to get everything right. And when I say get it right, that means we do high quality. Jer, as I said, has been a very big proponent of making sure that we don't release anything unless it is of standard that we believe can compete with the best projects out there. Axie Infinity is one of them. There's a lot of these other blockchain projects that are blockchain gaming projects. So we certainly do believe that Dev Team 6 intentionally is going to execute at the highest of standard when it comes to MiniDOGE. We know that this project has all the legs in the world. MiniPets was the first of its kind. We kind of started the pet trend in a way. We did. The pet trend is obviously blowing up. There are some groups out there that have put a lot of effort around pets since we brought MiniPets to life. And we believe that they will, based on all the things that we've scoped out for MiniPets, all the ways that we've actually taken the time to do this and do this the right way, thoroughly the right way, not just skip steps and take the shortcuts and get to development and just jump into something and really miss many, many parts or pieces of the MiniPets game. The vision was large and grandiose, and unfortunately, you go into the development phases, scoping stages, And a lot of times it's easy. It's easy to get lazy, and it's easy to just go and say, okay, let's not worry about adding these 6 sections because it's going to take an extra 6 days to put those sections into the scope. But I will tell you that thanks to the team, thanks to the people behind MiniPets, Patrick and Jer and some of our Adonis now and some of our other staff here at Dev Team 6 that have put a tremendous amount of time, ad nauseum amount of time,
absolutely,
to the scale and scoping of the project itself. So what do I see in a year, 3 years, 5 years? I see everything that we intended to happen happening in due time, mainly because we're committed to it. We truly believe that MiniPets is going to be on a scale that will compete with the Axes and will compete with the other very popular metaverse blockchain games that do exist, and either they exist today or they're in development today. The idea is to really be able to have a little bit of something for everyone, across all demographics, across all age groups, and be able to give these people something that is engageable on a daily. It's not something with retention issues. It's more of people engage with Facebook every day. People engage with their social media accounts every day. That's how this is going to feel. They can't live without it. They can't go without it, and it will be a household brand name. That's what we see 3 to 5 years from now. So the good news that, answering your question is, we don't talk about dates or roadmaps. That's true. However, we do talk about intentions. And the intentions have not wavered. They have not faltered. We have not changed our passion behind this project. We do know the potential, and we are committed to seeing this at the same level we originally seen in the vision that was originated many, many, many months ago. We do see this actually still playing out the same way, and we're committed to that happening.
Absolutely.
Second question, how excited are you with the development and graphics of MiniPets? What is our current art style and style direction for the game and NFTs? So here's my answer to give you full transparency. We did go down the road of trying to rush the original graphics for the characters. We did release a lot of sketches. We released some graphics. In that process, definitely continued the evolution of leveling up, obviously, because getting involved with a lot of our team members and Jer and some of the other deeply connected people that are into the blockchain game space, we certainly are in a leveling up process when it comes to the graphics and how the graphics are being done. We do know that the direction has obviously changed slightly just because we felt like it could be done better. And Jer has definitely gotten involved with the rest of the team at this point. And we are in the process. I'd have to ask Adonis and Jer and Patrick and all the guys that are working on that section of it, what the current art style is.
And none of them are here.
And none of them are here. I just realized that when I was looking over there. I'm like, is Adonis sitting over here somewhere?
I don't know what you call the art style. So
we did get that, and it's funny because I could probably explain it more than I can coin it. But I will definitely, we'll get that answer for you and make sure that Jer is expressing that information on the community chat so we can get that information out to you guys. I am excited about us getting to the NFT stage, obviously with Dojax coming out. That's going to open up the door for the NFT marketplace to be ready. That is only going to offer the ability to start the minting process around the NFT series, which obviously requires those graphics to be ready. So we do have traits, we have things that we've put together. We are, I know, down that road, and I will get more information for you guys shortly. What are you doing different than all other variations of Doge tokens that are out there on the market today? So one thing I do notice there are a lot of Doge tokens. I mean, it's actually I think we probably only know of about 20% that exist.
Yeah,
I
there's a
do
lot
think
of
that
Doge
there's
tokens.
a lot that were created along the way that either haven't made it into our peer view at this point. But what is different between us and them? Let's just point out some of the obvious. The obvious is some of those are not, a lot of those Doge tokens, they don't have a fully doxed team. They're not looking to truly be that engaged in the process. There are some that are going the blockchain gaming route. There are some that are doing swaps. There are some that are doing variations of other things like staking vaults and things like that. So we know that there's a lot out there. They're all doing a little bit of something different. A lot have copied MiniDOGE because of the success from the get-go that MiniDOGE had. And that's okay. That's fine. The difference between us and them, what we do differently, is they don't have a team that is going to and is willing to resiliently go towards the success of the project being realized through high standards that can compete on a level that has already been driven in terms of success, like an Axie Infinity. They don't have a team that is committed to that level, and they don't have a team that's going to stand behind it every step of the way. All the challenges, all the uphills, all the downhills, all the successes, all the checkpoints and crossing the finish lines.
That's right.
And that's the difference between our project and our next steps and where we're going with MiniDOGE than you're going to find with other projects. There's a lot of Doge tokens out there. There's a lot of people that get into the actual Doge, right? I mean, it's a store of value. It's a meme token. Yes, people can argue that MiniDOGE is a meme token. It's not. It's a project, and it's a true project that's building true utility behind a platform that is going to allow people to utilize NFT games or NFTs into games as a utility to build intrinsic value, to build out a future generation of crypto engagement when it comes to the mainstream of the world and the gaming world that we know it today. So what we're doing differently is that we're committed to the future, whereas a lot of people are committed to, what time is it? 6:53 p.m. today. And that's just not Dev Team 6. We're not interested in that. We're interested in what is the future and how are we going to get there and how fast can we get there with the right quality and doing it with high level of optimization so we can yield the highest level of success. All right, next question. How does Auto Boost incentivize users to purchase and hold MiniDOGE in a bear market? So given circumstances, Auto Boost is very successful on a very high volume market. It is extremely successful when the project sees the volume at the levels of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million a day in terms of swapping and volume that's going on within the project. Unfortunately, we haven't hit those numbers in quite a while. So when you don't hit those numbers, it kind of becomes a stagnant piece of the project. But the good news is it's a trump card that is in place that will continue to offer us that next opportunity to level up the project when that time comes that a catalyst kicks in, i.e. Dojax. Another good example, when Dojax kicks in, we start maybe driving the marketing side for Dojax, bring in some new faces, some new looks. We drop V2 website and we start getting some more volume into the project. It's only going to boost us. Those of you that are sitting around going, well, we saw this project hit 355 million market cap in 5 days or whatever the heck it was.
3 days.
Those are facts, right? Those are real facts. But don't fool yourself. The Auto Boost was part of that.
A huge part.
That was a big part of that, was us utilizing the Auto Boost in a very effective way to help the continuation and avoid dips and avoid those pieces of the market especially when you get to those levels in 3 or 4 days, and people's lives have changed in most cases. So that was us knowing how to utilize auto boost from day one. But when the market pressure starts to change, or we start to lower volume down dramatically, and we're not seeing a consistent volume at those levels, it really takes away the auto boost push, or I guess call it leverage.
Leverage is good.
So at this point, look forward to auto boost. Know that it's there and it's in place, and it is a trump card. It is something that we will play. Dojax comes out, we start releasing the NFT series, and we start building volume into it. We start putting marketing dollars deeply into pushing this into the mainstream. Now that everybody knows MiniDOGE as a cryptocurrency, and that's no joke, but now that they see that the project is taking on, real utility is coming out, tech is being released, we do anticipate volume to increase. And when that does, auto boost is going to start to play a major factor. So hope that answers your question. Next question is, what features does the MiniDOGE platform contain makes users want to utilize your platform rather than others? So I assume the MiniDOGE platform is Dojax or MiniPets. Not quite sure, but the features that our platform is going to offer, especially when it comes to Dojax, is we're going to get very innovative with the reward system. We are going to actually push for the NFT staking opportunities as well, because we do believe that that is going to help. Another piece that we're hoping to do when it comes to MiniPets is be able to build NFTs, assets, NFT assets, whether it comes down to a wearable or something for the game, and those actually becoming a hybrid asset that can be utilized in multiple blockchain games across multiple different projects. That's our true goal, and we do have other things that we're going to be doing, obviously, within MiniPets. Hosting competitions, hosting kind of like a esports feel that's going to happen for various different things where there's prizes and things like that. So a lot of really cool things that we have planned for our platform here for MiniDOGE, and how we believe, and we wrote the story to start with, that MiniDOGE is a celebrity in her own right based on her good deeds within the world. So we don't want to lose sight on what we are going to do with this platform for impacting people and going out there and making a difference in some communities worldwide, and really seeing how MiniDOGE not only is going to be something that people will find as part of their lifestyle, but they will also see that being a part of that lifestyle is going to breed a connection to a legacy that has done something major to affect humanity worldwide. So that is. I hope I answered the question. Next question. Lately, a lot of cryptocurrencies have adopted the Metaverse and Web3. This is true. Does MiniDOGE have any plans for that? I really look forward to it, especially for NFTs. Hopefully, it can be realized as soon as possible. Absolutely do we have plans for the Metaverse. Absolutely do we have plans for Web3. These are not things that are exclusive to anybody. There is not a race at this point in order to get done. I think that people are missing, truly missing what those things mean, and really what it takes to get something to actually be a part of, or consider what you're doing a part of the Metaverse or a part of the Web3 movement that's going on out there. There's a lot of projects that are claiming it. We're going to claim it when we know we already have it. We're not going to claim it artificially. We're not going to claim it for fun. We do believe that we want to be a major player in both of those pieces, but in order to be a player, we got to be built as a player. And so as we're going through this development phase, as things start to continue to evolve, and they've already started to evolve, but as they continue to evolve, we're making the right partnerships. We're building the right relationships around the world with the right people that are going to give us the infrastructure either in some cases already built, pre-built, in some cases not pre-built, but innovatively in terms of vision, we're able to innovate and have someone who's capable of integrating those pieces into the MiniPets platform, into this project, so that way we are a true player on that level that you're seeing out there. We know meta, we know all the various things, we know how things are moving when it comes to everybody talks about a metaverse. I don't think they're, I mean, you go on
Everybody
Pink
does.
Sale, you go on DX Sale.
Anywhere.
I swear, I think everybody has it in their description. Metaverse, metaverse, metaverse.
Yep.
I'd love to interview every one of those devs on those projects and ask them what a metaverse is.
You'll get
'Cause
all different answers.
I 100%
Everyone.
guarantee you that you're going to get an answer that is all across the board.
Everyone
From
has a
this
different
spectrum
answer.
to this spectrum. They're all going to have a different version.
Yep.
But the true metaverse is, I actually call it a multiverse, but that's a whole nother story. We won't get into that today. We'll get into that another day. Okay, so next question is more of a concern for the team. Is Devin, does Devin still work at Dev Team 6?
Yeah.
Devin, did
he
you
That
was here.
was definitely the questions I submitted. But
did you see this?
He was here, but he's no longer here.
It's in bold letters.
I can confirm. Well, I was going to say I can nor confirm or deny, but I can tell you that he does still work at Dev Team 6.
He's at least here in the room.
Yes, he is in the room. He is alive. Not sure what his health status is, but he is alive.
Especially tomorrow.
I'm breathing.
He is breathing.
That's a plus.
Okay, so actually the real question was more of a concern for the team with the Moonforce launch during the critical juncture of MiniDOGE and impending Dojax release and MiniPets beta. I hope the DT6 leadership team gets enough personal time as I can foresee how demanding people gonna be from 3 communities, Pi, MiniDOGE, and Moonforce.
What's personal time?
Gotta get those manicured, you know?
Well,
My wife doesn't understand personal time.
that's actually that's a good one. Personal time is definitely not in either of our vocabularies.
No.
It is something that we believe we can have when we're done, when we're finished. But the problem is in this game, the way that Eric, myself, and the rest of our core team members, we just don't think we're ever going to finish, because there's always going to be something we can do better. There's always going to be something we can keep growing into.
That's right.
But when it comes to personal time, trust me, I do my best to make sure that Eric does get some personal time, myself. I don't have to worry about Devin. He takes all the personal time he needs.
A lot of it.
But the rest of the team, we do take, and we try to keep them grounded and keep them focused. But I can tell you this is the answer to your, the long-winded answer to your question. We do have people dedicated to the launches of each one of these communities. So there's not something for anyone to concern themselves that we are going to be stretched across all these different communities and there's going to be all this stuff going on. I think the only real 2-3 people that you have to actually concern yourself with amongst the communities are really Eric, myself, and Devin. Most likely, as long as he still is working here next week, we will concern ourselves with him. But the truth of the matter is that we are very balanced in terms of our time. We have very good people behind us. We might get on here and be able to talk freely and look all like we've got our stuff well together. But that's not an attribute to ourselves. That's an attribute to the support system we have around us. We do have great people that stand behind us. In some cases, they do stand alongside us, and you know who they are. In some cases, you've never even heard their names before. But they're here, and they do make sure that we are balanced and we are in a healthy place when it comes to keeping things organized and making sure everything is done correctly, and that we don't miss these pieces and we don't let things fall, in terms of follow through and execution in what we need to do for each community. But we appreciate your concern, and we will make sure that you don't feel like anything has happened any differently. When we gonna start promoting MiniPets, especially to non-conventional crypto? And you're back.
I'm back. You know, egregious vacation.
Did you come to pick up your paycheck? Or?
Yeah, I came to pick up my pink papers. You know,
especially
your box is right there on the floor.
there it is. Office is all packed up. God damn it.
Got your calculator and a couple of pens in there, Devin. Okay, when are we gonna start promoting MiniPets, especially to non-conventional crypto investors who need a few weeks lead time to get their crypto amounts set up and KYC done? Okay, as we are looking to compete with Axie, which has closer to 10 billion market cap, I believe we need to keep some hype going about MiniPets, especially in Southeast Asia market, such as Philippines, Vietnam, etc., which made Axie what it is today. A lot of people have missed out on Axie, would be super excited for MiniPets. So it is important to keep some buzz going. Whoever wrote this is absolutely right, and I love it, and I'm glad you wrote it, because this is actually something that is a good actionable that the team could take. We could focus some efforts on all of those markets. I love the Philippines, Vietnam. You're very right. That's what made Axie a major player. I think that's 80% of why Axie is the player that it is today in terms of volumes and all the other things. That's going to be a great opportunity for us, and we can immediately start putting the word into those communities, getting the countries to get impressions out there in front of them so the name starts to resonate in those communities. And we've never really, and truth be told, we've never truly just isolated on those people.
We haven't.
And so it's a great opportunity for us to start to push a true isolation on just those areas of the world to get the word MiniPets and get them to come to the site and read about it and see what it's all about. And I do believe you're right. There are people who missed out on Axie that, looking back, they're involved in Axie and they play Axie like crazy. But if they found MiniPets in a place where it hasn't even launched its beta yet and its price is extremely low compared to what we know the potential looks like, I think you're right. I think you're going to get a lot of people that'll get behind the project as well, and it'll drive some new faces in there in terms of what we're doing. Next question: can we discuss the manual burn that was announced a few weeks ago? I'm just being transparent. I don't know what the manual burn was.
I don't know either.
But I will get Jer to get me an update on that so that I can give a good, accurate answer so everybody knows exactly what the question was, and not only what the question was, but what the answer is. Because we truly want to make sure that we take care of everything. If it was said or spoken of, we damn well will make sure we take care of it. If it was something that was maybe heard but wasn't something came from the team, or maybe it came from the team but it was misunderstood, but we do need to address this. And Jer, I don't know if you're out there. I know Devin forgot about you yesterday. I apologize to you for that. I actually felt deeply concerned that you weren't there, but you're here now. And that's Devin's Devin's fault. So
that's true. I apologize, Jared. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk. So the next question here: how do you plan on turning this trend around? What can we expect? I'm not losing faith in MiniDOGE and DT6 yet, but give us something solid, something we can really be excited about again. Cheers and more power to Dev Team 6. I hope you heard a lot of my dialogue so far. I think I expressed a lot of things that we are going to be doing, a lot of things that we're planning to do, the passion behind this project, everything that we plan to do over the next month, 2 months, and 3 months, and how we are going to utilize Dojax as a really good marketing play to bring eyes and people into the project, as well as doing some other things internally by driving and bringing home some of the next steps of the project. And with Dev Team 6, we have a wide audience. We are able to get a broad audience in most cases. So when we do, we will bring in the MiniDOGE project into a lot of our channels and really bring probably a good AMA tour that we'll put together in the next month or so, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. With Christmas coming up, it's a little bit challenging to do right away, but we will do it the first part of late part of the year, early part of next. And those AMA tours with investor groups and getting in front of people who've probably heard of MiniDOGE, but maybe haven't really spent time just understanding the project. But I will personally make sure that I get out there and we start the tour. We'll invite many of you to join us on that tour because we'll share the links in the proper channels so you guys can all participate as well. But we are committed to seeing greatness. And I highly challenge you to go back and listen to this whole entire AMA one more time. If you're questioning what we're going to be doing, I feel like if I repeat a lot of it, it'd just be me sitting here saying the same thing over and over again. But please listen back and know that our actionables going forward are going to be applied and are going to bring new faces and new people to this project just simply by getting into a lot of the places that we've been successful in our past. Is it possible for MiniDOGE to have a real mining rig farm linked to the project, hardware-based mining? The answer is no. We don't have plans for that. We're not planning to do anything like that. If someone can give us a very good proposal as to why it is highly beneficial for the project and the community to do that, or the community has decided that they want to do something like that, then we would absolutely add something like that to the roadmap. But it's not that it's not possible, or is it possible? It's just it's not part of the. We haven't done any diligence to put anything like that into the roadmap, but we certainly can consider it if it's a community-driven initiative. Next question, if Dojax goes live this week or next, when can we expect to collect our first BNB reflections for revenue? Can more detail be provided about how 40% BNB revenue works, what platforms, and when will each platform provide this benefit? So the question is simple, or the answer is simple actually. We're looking at most likely the first collection of BNB will get added to the staking pools on Dojax sometime in early February. Late January, early February will be the first reward block that we'll go through. And we are trying to actually do it in January. It all comes down to the revenue. And just so we're clear, it's not they're waiting so long to do it. It's actually what is the most logical thing to do. If you only have, you have 90,000 holders for MiniDOGE or 80-some thousand holders for MiniDOGE, and if we only have $100,000 to throw in there, it's $1 a person, right? Well, you're going to spend more than $1 on gas fees to send all that, right? So it doesn't logically make much sense. But if the revenue is 10 times that or 20 times that, that we're distributing and it's built up a pool of that, then it makes all the sense in the world to do it sooner. So it really comes down to how fast and how quick the revenue starts to really adjust in terms of how it's growing. And once it grows to those tiers of revenue that make sense to put in there, we anticipate it to be in early part of February would be our thought based on what we're expecting. But it could happen a whole lot sooner, and if it does, then we will shift and we'll adjust and we'll accommodate it. So I hope that answers your question.
Awesome.
He's still here.
I know.
I'm here.
It's crazy.
He's still here.
He's going to grab his box on the way out.
I think security's coming to grab me out of here in a second now. Anyways, very exciting. A lot of exciting things going on. We appreciate all the questions and everything. Make sure you guys fill those out throughout the week on our AMA questionnaire form. So if you guys don't have information on that, please go into Telegram and ask a moderator, as well as our brand manager, Jer. They will be more than happy to provide that to you. Aside from that, a lot of exciting things going on. Dojax right around the corner. I'm going to be working on that thing tirelessly, sun up to sundown, as we have been. So very excited about that. When you guys see that and you guys get to touch that hands-on, you're really going to love it. You're really going to love it. And, of course, staking with everything and the token that you will get for staking. Just very excited about everything going on. So for our mini champions as well as our mini moderator. We appreciate all love and support as well as from every single holder in the community. What you do does not go unnoticed on every platform, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, in Telegram, everywhere. And this is our thank you to you as well. So
I think it's like the only time in life that you and you had to ruin it now. I was actually all proud that I'm actually the same height as Eric.
Oh Lord!
For like a split second.
You're like
He's towering over.
You're
us.
like
I
cryptic.
know. I'm like, look.
You're like
I'm
cryptic.
the same
Cryptic got her
height.
back
wow,
cracked
look
the other
at
day.
this.
She's like, am I 2 inches taller? Awesome. Well, very exciting. We appreciate it so much, Mini Army. We appreciate all your love and support and everything that you guys do. We appreciate it. We will see you guys all here very soon. Take care. Stay safe. Adios.